me. Alright everybody, now the other day I made a video about test riding this fat bike, but the one thing I didn't mention, which I forgot to mention actually, was the price. So what I'll do today is I'll go through all the bits and exactly what I paid for it. So we'll go for a bit of a ride, have a bit of a chit chat, and I'll try and go through the frame, the motor, the brakes, the battery, and all that sort of stuff. So let's get on the road. Right, okay, let's start with the Pedalies fat bike frame. Now, there was ones cheaper on eBay, but for some reason I ended up buying this one, which was a mistake in hindsight. But anyway, so I'll talk about that in a different video, because I want to do a separate video on this frame and the rust and why you shouldn't really buy it. But anyway, I digress, as they say. So the fat bike frame that I bought from eBay was £339 on the nose. So it's £339, whatever it is in euros or dollars. I'll put it on the screen for there so you can convert it easily. And that was the price of the frame without any electrics on it at all. And it had the standard brakes and standard discs and everything like that. But like I said, the actual frame itself is a load of rubbish. Well, I say it's a load of rubbish. It seems like a strong frame. But it's got terrible paint issues, and the back wheel has got a bit of a buckle. Anyway, I'll go into that in another video, so I'll stop waffling about that. But let's just take a quick nip around Tesco's and have a look what's going on. It's a Sunday at the moment, so I come up when everything's closed and the traffic's a bit quiet, so I can make a video about this. So that was the fat bike price, £339. We'll put that in the total and we'll go on to the next thing. And the next thing was the BAFANG motor, so we'll talk about that next. Okay, so the BAFANG motor, that came in at around, I think it was 550-ish. I'll put the correct amount by here. So that was around about, I think it was around about 550 something, if I remember correctly. I only looked at the price this morning, I can't remember. Anyway, so the BAFANG motor, that was 550. The frame was 339.99. No, it wasn't 99, it was 339. And what was next? The battery. Now the battery, that came in at around I'm going to say about 330 quid, but I'll put the price by here again because I can't remember. So I'll total it up properly at the end. And what else did I buy? I bought new brakes, but I think I'll jump back on the bike now and we'll talk about the brakes. The brakes. Now, when I bought this bike, there was a couple of scamps. Right. Anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted, when I bought this bike, it came with probably the worst brakes I could ever think of, and it was absolutely awful. Let me just pull over by you a minute because it's quite a nice view from here. So the brakes that came with it were, they were terrible. They were the worst. They were mechanical brakes, but the actual levers by here, they were falling to bits. They was just terrible. They weren't very good at all. So, like I said, this frame is the cheapest of cheap. So, I bought MEROCA M4 4-piston brakes, front and rear. Now, so these are the MEROCA brakes here. Let me get off the bike and have a look at that. Make it easier if I get off, and you can see it better then. But the M4 MEROCA brakes here, this is the levers here and here, and you can see by here I haven't fitted these mechanical. I haven't fitted the magnet on these yet because it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Because it's that angle there, so I'm gonna have to adapt something to sort that out anyway. Because I would like to have the brake cut-off switches. And then down here, I don't know if I'm pointing this, because the camera's on the end of on my helmet, on my chin here, but you can see the M4 brakes here. Quite a lot of brake dust on there. So the brakes are pretty good, but the pads that came with it are a bit rubbish, I'd say. A bit soft, I'd say, because the bike is heavy, but they seem to be shedding a lot of brake material. But these cost around about 50 quid, no, £45 I think it was. The price will be up on the screen right now. So I bought them. I put 203mm disc on the back with an adapter, and then in the front I did exactly the same thing here. I got a 203mm snail disc, and I've put the 4 pots on the front as well with an adapter. And it was £45 for the discs. It was £45 for the brakes. I think that disc was £12-ish. That disc was about £7, and the adapters were about £3 or £4 each on a website. I can't remember the name of the website now anyway, but they do the job. So that's the brakes, and the brakes are, I'd say, for the weight of the bike, is pretty good. The brakes are pretty good. So what have I done? I've gone through the frame, done the battery, done the motor, done the brakes, and the only other thing I did change, I think, was I changed the grips, but they were a couple of quid, and I changed the handlebar because it had a flat handlebar. It had a flat handlebar. I had this wake stem thing here, so I changed that, because on the original bike it had an extending stem thingy-majiggly and a flat bar, so the bars were too far away. It's a bit windy up here all of a sudden, so I hope it's not too windy on the camera, but what if I stand this way? It should be better. So I changed the handlebars look to more of an upright position, so it's more comfortable when you're riding. So I think I've gone through all the prices now, I think. So I think I'll put up on the screen now, or maybe I'll cut to me now when I'm somewhere else, and I can put up the prices of the screen then, okay, on the screen. But before I go then, just have a quick look, and I'll point a few things out. I think over that way there is Bedwas. Up that way there is a place called Gregaraka. That's an old council estate. And then further down that way is Machen, and then up there is Rudry Mountain, I think it is. So that's where I am. But these fields here, they do grow. The grass grows tall. I know I'm waffling, but I thought I might as well tell you while I'm here. Somebody cuts a path through these, and it's lovely to walk through in the summertime. Well, it's a nice place to walk all the time. But anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay then, I'll put the whole price up by here, and I think it came to about 1,300 and a little bit. But the price will be by here. So what do you think? Is that good? Is that bad? I think it's not too bad myself, but if you think it's terrible or awful, put it in the comment section, let me know. And if you think a hub motor's better than a mid-drive, because originally in this sort of episode, I started off by saying that I was going to try and build a mid-mount motor, and I compared it to this other bike you could buy from AliExpress, which was I think it was a 1,000 watt hub motor. I can't quite remember, but anyway, which was 1,200 and something pounds. So compared to that one, if you go and look back in the other videos, compared to that one, did I do a good job? Now, some people might disagree. Some people might say, oh, my hub motor's better. So, I mean, that's fair enough. If you prefer your hub motor, then that's okay. But like I said, if you disagree or agree or think it's good or bad, let me know in the comment section. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Ho-hoi! Hey! All right, everybody. That wasn't very good, was it? I'll do that again. Oh, dear. Hey! All right, everybody. Now, I did a video yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to start again. Hey! All right, everybody. Now, yesterday, I did a video on... Oh, I just can't get it right, can I? The other day, not yesterday. Right, I'll start again.